Kennedy, Kenners, and Dee Dee. That's what we always called her. And she was born in 1997, which was perfect because I was 19 years old and I was able to put my full attention on her every time we were together. There's so many amazing memories with Kennedy that we'd be here for weeks. So it's really hard to break it down. So I thought I'd share one story about when she was younger that happened to my husband and I. She was about 20 months old, and we were able to have Kennedy come stay with us in our apartment in Provo for the weekend. And we were in heaven. We were newly married, and we were so excited to just show her off. And we took her to the park. We took her on stroller rides. We took her to, I think it was Peter Piper Pizza, and she was just a pure joy. So one day I had to go to work and then come home and switch with my husband to go to work. So he was on Kennedy duty. And she loved her Uncle Dane so much. And she was very busy. And so he knew he had to take a shower, but didn't know how he was going to take a shower without keeping an eye on Kennedy. So he decided that he was going to take the 30-second shower, which means nothing could possibly happen. So he said he jumped in and got wet and came out. And Kennedy she knew. She got into the diaper bag and got out the Desitin. And she had Desitin in her hair, her face, her clothes, her toes, our walls, the bedspread, everywhere. And as most of you know, it's a little interesting to clean up Desitin. I soon came home and asked my husband, how did it go? And he said, we had a little situation, but that was it. He loved her so much that it didn't matter. Something I remembered about Kennedy, this was about 8 years ago. We had a family reunion in Providence, Utah, and at that time, my oldest daughter, Calais, was about 1 year old. And something special in our family is that we have a lot of girls in our family that are all within the same age of each other, even within a couple years. So we have a big crew of cousins. They all go around, and it's been wonderful. Their friendship is unbelievable. So I don't even know, but sometimes they would go play Barbies. Sometimes they're instigating something that Grandma and Grandpa don't know about. There was a few situations, but I remember this one time they had a big plan. And I still don't know what they did, but they were running around and going to do it, and Kennedy came up to me and said, oh, we need Calais to come with us. And I said, well, what are you doing? And she said, I can't tell you. And I said, okay, well, is it safe? And she said, well, I don't know, but I want Calais to be included. And I said, well, she's one, you know. And she just didn't want she said, I don't want her to be left out. And that's how Kennedy was. It didn't matter on your age, if you were a boy, if you were 80, if you were 2. She wanted to make sure everyone was included on the plan. She also liked to have fun. They had a really good time at my mom and dad's house, taking all the cotton out of the cushions of the couch, literally all of it. It looked like it snowed. And they had a cotton party, which left my parents' couch deflated. But I think that was like the best time ever. So why not? We just need to live and make the best of it. I wanted to share that, as was already said, how much Kennedy loved Barbies and dolls. A year ago, the Hansen family was very blessed and were able to do something with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which I know most of you know. And when they asked Kennedy what her wish was, they just thought, for sure this is going to be Barbies, or for sure this is going to be dolls, or we're going to have to take her to something to do with Barbies. And so I know Jason and Heather were really surprised, but Kennedy decided that she wanted to come to Hawaii, and she wanted to have her Uncle Dane take her on a surfboard. Okay, I thought I wasn't going to cry, so hold on. And she wanted to come see her cousins and spend time with us. So that's a huge honor to our little family. I wish I had all the time to share the miracles literally miracles that took place. Kennedy was able to do so many adventures. She was able to swim with dolphins. She was able to go and swim in waterfalls. She was able to do so many things, but the funny thing is, I don't even know if she cared about those adventures. She cared about the people that she met there. That's what she cared about. She didn't care. She wanted us to just be with her. She felt joy from everyone around her. So we decided it was time that we wanted to make her wildest dreams come true. So we decided it was time to take Kennedy on a surfboard. And I know it sounds pretty easy, but if anyone's tried it, it's not easy. So we got everything set up. We got there and we're get all set up, and Heather looks at me and goes, "We forgot Kennedy's life jacket." Well, we were kind of far away, so we said, well, let's go see if anyone's renting life jackets. And I love this story. So we went and we found this place that was renting surfboards and everything, and we asked them if they rented life jackets, and they did. So in the end, they ended up fitting Kennedy, and Kennedy just wanted to hug this man that's sitting in this little shack on this beach, and she just wanted to hug him. And then he wanted to hug her back. And then he wanted his picture taken with her. And he didn't even know Kennedy's story. But he could feel Kennedy's spirit. And he said that, he said that the life jacket's on the house and you can take it for as long as you want. She's a special girl. So we were able to take her, and we were able to get her on the surfboard and take her. First we got to take her stand-up paddle, and she wanted to know every time we saw a turtle. And as we were going, the wind started to blow, so I had her on the front of my board, and every time there's a turtle, she wanted me to tell her. So I'd say, "There's a turtle, there's a turtle." And then she turned to me and she asked if I could feel that. And I'm like, trying to paddle her, and so I just stopped, and she wanted to know if I could feel the sun. She just wanted me to make sure I felt what was going on around me. And then she said, "Wind." Can you feel the wind? The scenery around us was so beautiful, but she could feel the beauty of that in a way that we'll never understand. As we ended that day, she was able to get her dream, and her Uncle Dane was able to get her on a board and push her into waves. But the point of the story is that Kennedy didn't care about surfing. She wanted to go bond with her uncle. So what he loved, she loved. What he could do to teach her, she wanted to learn. And that's how she was about everyone. Her dad loved hunting, so Kennedy loved hunting. Her mom was a beauty queen, so she loved beauty. If someone had animals, she loved animals. If I have long hair, she needs long hair. She wanted to be part of what we love. And I thought that was one of the most Christ-like attributes that she could carry, is to love so she could bond with each of us. Okay. In closing, I just wanted to share what an honor it's been to be her auntie. And at the end, Jason had called us all and said that he just wanted to let us know that she was declining quickly, and that we should be prepared, and if we could come say goodbye or just let us know. And since we don't live here, we had decided that we we thought we'll do FaceTime and we'll send her some videos. And so we did. And I felt really good about that feeling. And then I woke up Thursday morning and I felt, everyone can call it what they want, but I felt like this urgency. I'm like, my brother needs me. I just woke up and said, my brother needs me. And I need Kennedy. So thanks to my amazing husband, we left literally within an hour. We're at the airport, and I got on a plane and came. And I hadn't talked to Jason, so he didn't know I was coming, but I want to say That at that time when I arrived, that was my first time that I've really felt a spirit, talking to a spirit. And I knew that when I walked in there that Kennedy knew I was there. And she was giving her all to reach forward and share the last bit of love that she had. As you all know, Kennedy had a journey that will never be forgotten this year, especially at her high school and with the cheerleaders. And she gave it her all this year till the very end. She literally went to the very end. She was a fighter. And the experiences that she had was every dream that was for her. I just want you guys to know that you can call it whatever your faith believes, but I'll call it the Comforter, that it's real. And as I spent time with Jason and Heather's, as Kennedy passed, the peace that I felt in their home was so comforting. And I know that that's the Comforter and that it's real. Kennedy, she loved life to the fullest. She wanted to give hugs to everyone. I just want Kennedy to know that you're free. You've truly touched thousands of lives, and now you're free, and we'll all be together again. And as we say in Hawaiian, ahui ho kaku, until we meet again.